As the moon continues to grow larger in the frame of view, Orion is now less than 7,000 miles away, approximately 6,914 miles away from the moon. This animation, again, you can watch on nasa.gov/track Artemis any time of the day or night. The spacecraft is traveling 438 miles per hour. As we grow closer to the moon and it continues to take up more and more of the frame, it's easier to make out some of those craters. And again, this is a view from a camera mounted on the tip of one of the wings of Orion's solar arrays. There are 4 solar arrays on Orion, and in total they can generate about 11 kilowatts of power. This helps Orion not rely on battery power the entire time, and is a major difference between the Orion capsule and the Apollo capsules, whereas the Apollo capsules used fuel cells instead of solar arrays. We're now 6,700 miles away from the moon. Orion is traveling 456 miles per hour. Again, today we are covering the outbound powered flyby, currently scheduled for 2 hours and less than 14 minutes from now. That'll be at 7:44 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll be targeting that closest approach at 7:57 a.m. when Orion will be about 80 miles above the lunar surface. Outbound powered flyby is a 2-minute and 30-second burn. This is the longest planned burn for Orion until the return powered flyby, currently targeted at about 3.5 minutes. While the outbound powered flyby burn sets us up for the distant retrograde insertion maneuver, the return powered flyby will instead prepare us and put us on the proper trajectory for our splashdown. Less than 2 hours and 8 minutes until the outbound powered flyby burn. The outbound powered flyby burn is scheduled for 7:44 a.m. Eastern Time, when Orion will be 328 statute miles above the moon, traveling at 5,023 miles per hour. That's in contrast to the current positioning. Orion is 6,400 miles away from the moon, traveling 487 miles per hour. At the time of closest approach, Orion will be 81 statute miles above the moon, traveling at 5,101 miles per hour. Again, we're tracking closest approach for 6:57 a.m. Central Time, 7:57 a.m. Eastern. And even though Orion will be passing around the far side of the moon today, we are currently at 233,349 miles away from Earth. This will not be our greatest distance from Earth during the mission. That will occur when Orion is in the distant retrograde orbit on next Monday, November 28th at 3:05 p.m. Central Time, 4:05 p.m. Eastern at 268,552 miles. Again, everything on track for the outbound powered flyby burn today at 7:44 a.m. Eastern Time. Orion now less than 6,300 miles away from the moon, moving at almost 500 miles per hour.